What's up, guys? Mafia Reaper here for a build tutorial with Sol. This is for mid lane. I don't really recommend taking her carry or support. A lot of people actually like to do that, and I find it quite annoying. She is a mage. She is meant for mid, even solo. I mean, she is, really powerful solo as long as she's by herself. Carry, some people like to do that, and it's just not cool. So anyways, let's start off with starter items here. I really like to get the Soul Stone at 5 stacks. Your next ability does plus 60 magical power damage, which is insane. And it grants you plus 4 manas per second, which if you're spamming your abilities like you should be with Soul, then that will be pretty useful. And using her Stellar Burst at 5 stacks, 5 souls as they call it, it just does a ton of damage for early game, so I really like to do that. Obviously start off with your boots. I like to start off with 3 health pots and 3 mana pots. I really enjoy meditation. If you're spamming like you're supposed to be, and being versatile around the map, you're going to use a lot of mana. I like to use meditation. A lot of people will probably think it's weird for a mid to use meditation. I don't know. I find it very useful, actually. But I started picking up some mana pots. When I pick up, let's say, a ward, I might pick up meditation. Only because Sol is using a lot of mana, clearing waves, and doing her poke damage with the Soul Stone. So you intend to use a lot of mana. So anyways, I go right into the Shoes of Magi. Just, magical power, magical penetration, movement speed is just what you should have when you're playing a mage. Second thing I like to go into is the Book of Thoth. 75 stacks, goes up to 3% of your mana is converted to magical power, which is absolutely insane. There's other items you can throw in there to compromise with that. But I really like that. Gives you 100 magical power, mana per second, and some more mana. So, basically is going to give you a lot of magical power. I'm not exactly sure what it scales out to. I don't know. It might be... I don't know, it could probably get up to like 125 maybe, which, that's an extra 25, maybe even 130. I'm not exactly done the math on it yet. But that is my second item. I like to get that early, only so I can get those stacks up in early game. Definitely helps out. Definitely go into the Chronos Pendant after that for your cooldowns. It's really essential to have with Soul because you want to spam your burst. Cooldown reduction is 20%, magical power, and your mana per second. So that's just, keeping your mana incoming. As far as your abilities, the reason you're going with the Chronos Pendant, Stellar Burst, you definitely want to be able to hit that real quick. Radiance, I like to spam that actually a lot. The Fire Trail is super useful, and it does a lot of damage. So after Chronos Pendant, I definitely I like to pick up Polynomicon, is what it is called. Because you're definitely using your basic attacks with Soul, so it's very, very useful getting that plus 75% magical damage as a basic hit after using an ability. So let's say you're using your Fire Trail, to speed up. You're right behind them. You're getting that plus 75% of your magical damage, which is pretty useful, seeing as her passive, when you reach 100%, she has higher attack speed. 8 seconds isn't really that long, so you can do quite a bit of damage with your basic attacks. So I really, really like going with and crazy with your Stellar Burst. You're gonna get a nice chunk of health. Definitely, I like to go into the Obsidian Shard. Magic Pen, gotta have that. More damage, true damage. Hit that magical. And then for the last item, you're pretty strong right now. It's damage. So you could either, I mean, I really like this. Your basic attack's hit for 35 additional magic damage to the target, and it gives you attack speed and that little bit of magic power. I feel, I like going into that personally, because like I said, your passive, raising up your attack speed plus that 30% speed, it's just amazing to have, and really amazing, or I'm sorry, useful with Soul, using the fire trail being up behind them. Or if you don't want to go into that, you can definitely go with Rod of Tahuti. I mean, that's never a bad choice. Definitely a useful item. So that's basically what I like to run with Soul. She's my main character that I like to. This is a lot of damage output, cooldown reduction. You got that little bit of cooldown reduction in there. There are some other options you can go for cooldown. I like definitely. I mean, peace ain't too bad. I don't see a lot of people mess with it, but with Soul, cooldown reduction and spamming, definitely a useful item for that. I guess too. You can definitely go into some Banecrofts with her. Get that little bit of steal with Polygon. Definitely, I wouldn't really go into the too much. I would stick with Telken's Ring or Rod. Probably your best options to go into. So yeah, hopefully this helps you guys out. And then for abilities, you definitely want to level up your Stellar Burst as quick as possible. Then probably your Disparate, whatever you want to call it. I like to get that up pretty quick too. Radiance definitely. I definitely like getting that up a little bit. I definitely hit my Stellar Burst first. Yeah, apparently it's not letting me do anymore. This is actually my first build video, so I'm not too sure exactly on how to use that. Yeah, so I like to get my Stellar Burst first. I like to level that up as quick as possible. My Fire Trail, I'm just going to call it the Fire Trail. It's this thing right here. You and me go immune, and you gain movement speed. So I definitely like to pull that up. Second, then Radiance. Obviously, you're going to level up Supernova when you level up Supernova, whenever you get the opportunity. But that's how I like to do it. Stellar Burst, Fire Trail, Radiance. The Fire Trail gets you out of situations. If you use the ring, you're going to have that attack speed, so you're going to have more time to get the movement speed and get behind the enemy. Radiance is definitely a good thing to pop. Too, when you're in the vicinity of, like butt to butt or whatever you want to call it, to the enemy. So gives you a nice little health raise and does some damage, and definitely gives you that magical lifesteal. Yep, my build for Soul mid lane. Hopefully this is going to help you guys out with your Soul build. I will definitely make any other videos for Soul if something comes up that I feel is good for Soul. Right now, these items are pretty strong for me. I do very well early game, very well late game, very well mid game. So hopefully you guys enjoyed again. Thank you.